See, I'm looking at an empty podium right now. We are awaiting Kamala Harris to come out and address the nation in her concession speech. We're hearing that she is officially going to be conceding in this race, and it's going to be going over to Donald Trump. Now, let me know first if you can hear me and see me okay. I need to make sure that my microphones are adjusted correctly. If you can hear me and see me okay, drop a 5x5 in the comments for me so that way I know that the message is getting across nice and clear. And yeah, I was kind of taking my time here, making sure that the setup was all good and everything. After yesterday, I still have not yet got a chance to kind of clear up my space and clean everything up. But I know she's going to be coming out here in a second, and she was scheduled to come out about 15 minutes ago. And I know that a lot of times the speeches, they can go for a while. We can be waiting for quite some time, actually. So I'm not anticipating she is in a rush to come out and give her concession speech. So that's why I was like, I'm just going to take my liberty here to just go ahead and get everything all set up. But this is her final speech. This is going to be her last for this race. We heard this morning, I shared with you that she called Donald Trump and said she concedes. She acknowledges the fact that he has won the majority vote and the electoral votes in a sound way. We're hearing he might actually exceed 300 electoral votes. And so she is saying that she is conceding, and this is going to be her official concession speech. And like I said, likely not in a hurry to get out here. So that's why I was just thinking, like, you know what, I'm going to take my time to set up. I know we're already 15 minutes past, but who knows? She might not come out for another 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We will see. And we've been seeing people coming back and forth, in and out, taking a look at what's going on here. Now, do me a favor while we're waiting for Kamala Harris. Please take a second and hit the like button for me. Help spread this out further so more people can see what's going on. See here, is someone about to say something? No? Okay, so they keep doing that. Individuals keep coming out and looking around. I wonder if they're concerned for security purposes. But as soon as somebody does, I'll go ahead and switch it over so that way you guys can hear Kamala Harris's final speech, her concession speech. Now, also, we're hearing that there has been a massive red wave that has unfolded. Oh, is this individual going to be speaking? No. Okay, people just keep coming. I don't know. This is like a catwalk, I guess. People come out, take a look at the crowd, and then walk away. Like I said, though, this is her final speech, and if you appreciate me live streaming this for you, take a second, hit the like button. But as I was saying, we saw a massive red wave unfold here. Let me put this on the screen for you so you can see it. So Donald Trump has now taken the presidency, and he did it soundly. 224 for Kamala Harris. Now we're hearing 292 for Donald Trump. He is approaching 300. Now we still have Nevada, Alaska, and Arizona up for grabs. So that's an additional 6 electorals plus another 11. That's 17 plus 3. That's 20. So we could see Donald Trump finish at like 312, if my math is correct. If he takes all 3 of these, a sound, solid win for Donald Trump. Now, also, as I mentioned, the red wave doesn't stop with the presidency. We also saw the Senate has been taken over by the Republicans. As you can see, Democrats, 44 seats. They lost 3 seats. GOP is at 52, gaining 3 seats, and there are still a couple of seats up for grabs. So, man, a massive shift in the positions of power as we're hearing that America has spoken. And last night they said that they want to see Donald Trump and the Conservative Party in a position of power. And I mentioned on my other channel what it is that the United States of America has vocalized as it was a sound, solid move towards the Republican Party last night with the results that came in. Now, we are also waiting for the results of the House of Representatives. You can see here House results, currently 201 GOP seats. They've gained a seat. and the Democrats have lost a seat. The majority is 218, so there's still some way to go. However, it is looking like it could be a red wave, and we could see Republicans in full control as we enter into 2025 and Donald Trump being the new president of the United States. So if you are a conservative, if you are a Trump supporter, man, this is some incredible news that came out overnight, and this is something you're probably very happy to see. And if you appreciate the live coverage that I've been doing for you yesterday, we did 7.5 hours. Take a second, hit the like button for me. I see we got 2,200 people on with me live as we await the concession speech from Kamala Harris. And you can see we are still waiting. Like I said, I basically was just kind of getting things set up, taking my time, because I don't think that she's probably going to be in a hurry to come out and announce that she is quitting. And as a matter of fact, we heard last night that as the results were pouring in, I believe it was around midnight or so when Georgia's electorals came in, that was North Carolina and Georgia, two swing states that went for Donald Trump, and then we saw a lot of the others starting to sway in his favor. Then we saw Pennsylvania go for Donald Trump. That was huge. We heard the winner of Pennsylvania would likely be taking it. The individual that won that one, it was going to be extremely difficult for the other person to take it. Donald Trump took North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and then we saw the nail in the coffin when he took Wisconsin, and then this morning Michigan, and all the swing states swinging in favor of Donald Trump. Freedom, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. She better not say one disgusting thing about the greatest president in my lifetime, Donald J. Trump. We can finally return to the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless the USA. Amen to that. Freedom. God bless the U.S. And if you agree, drop a USA in the comments, and thank you for that. And don't forget to hit that like button, as we've got 2,300 people joining me live, waiting to see the final speech of Kamala Harris live, her concession speech, as she is going to be dropping out of the race and saying it is official, Donald Trump has won, as it was called last night by the Associated Press. And like I said, I was on with you guys last night through the whole thing. We had the 7-hour crowd, those that hung out with me all night, watching what was unfolding. Look at all those USAs pouring in, the praying hands, the praise hands, American flags. Yes, it is good. God bless America, and very excited and optimistic about what could be coming here. We've already seen the markets jump substantially, and we're going to be seeing about the conflicts taking place around the world. We heard Donald Trump say that he's going to be resolving the conflict with Russia, Ukraine. We've heard about World War III warnings. We've got the conflicts going on in the Middle East with Iran and Israel. Also North Korea, South Korea, China, Taiwan. We're going to be seeing how foreign conflicts are going to be addressed. Also, a lot of people concerned about what's going on with the border crisis, illegal immigration. We're going to see how Donald Trump cracks down on that, begins to secure our southern borders, protect America from the threats of internal physical and cyber attacks. Also, the economy. We're hearing that America has vocalized as of last night. They are tired of Bidenomics. They're ready for a new economic plan. Trump is proposing massive tariffs and even getting away with federal taxes. Get rid of federal taxes. Why are we taxing the American people, punishing them for working harder and earning more money? Why don't we go ahead and increase tariffs on those that are importing goods to the United States? And why don't we incentivize those that are bringing business inside of the borders of the United States? Donald Trump planning to make some massive changes to the tax systems. And this will be huge for a lot of individuals that are creating products and services here in the U.S. That will impact everybody. Can you imagine? No federal income tax. If you like that, hit that like button and drop a thumbs up in the comments if you like the sound of that. I know that the taxation, that will impact everybody if they get rid of that taxation. Now, also, though, however, when you do that, you've got to replace it. And he's saying that he believes the tariff system that they can put in place can help with that as well. So there's the economy. We're tired of Bidenomics. There is the border crisis. We have seen so many illegal immigrants pouring in, many of which are seeking asylum, but also a lot that are not, that are here to do harm to the United States. And also global conflict, our allies, Israel. Donald Trump vocalizing, hey, go ahead and hit him. And he's also saying he's going to stop the conflict in Russia and Ukraine, which, we've been sending over tons of funds. That's putting a strain on our finances. So these are just some of the things that Donald Trump is saying that he's going to be doing here as he becomes the president. He is currently the president-elect. And we're hearing that Kamala Harris will be giving her concession speech here very soon, conceding, acknowledging that Donald Trump has officially won. I'm seeing all those likes coming in. I'm still seeing USA. Look at those comments pouring in. All those thumbs up, prayer hands, celebrations, fires, USA, USA. People very, very excited to see what's going to be coming here over the course of the next 4 years. Pray for our nation. I know that we've got a praying community here on the Ram Fam. Drop those prayer hands in there. Be sure to pray for Donald Trump. Pray for what is going to be coming for our nation. Pray for our economy. And now we got more people coming out again. This has been going on now for about a half an hour. People walk out, stop at the microphones like they're going to say something, look at the crowd, and then walk back out. It is the Kamala Harris catwalk right now. Sharon Walls, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much for your generosity. Help spread this out further. Noah Colvin, thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it a ton. And thank you to everybody for joining me as we're going to be watching this final concession speech by Kamala Harris. There she is. All right, I'm going to switch it over so you can hear what Kamala Harris has to say in her final speech as she is conceding. This morning, she called Donald Trump and said, Donald, you have won, and this is her speech addressing the nation. Now, last night, she did not address any of her followers, so this is the first time that she's going to be speaking on what has unfolded overnight. So here she comes. Let's see what Kamala Harris has to say.
Good afternoon. Good. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States.
Do you think she's going to make jabs at Donald Trump? Let me know in the comments, yes or no.
And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation, the ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do. We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld. And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect, by looking in the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor, by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our country is always worth it. It is always worth it.
Does she seem a little off to you? Does she seem tired and emotional, or is it something else? If you think she's tired, put a T If you think she's something else, put a
It
D.
is. I love you. To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before.
Also, while you're dropping those D's, don't forget to smash that like button if you appreciate this final speech of Kamala Harris and sharing with you.
To do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light.
I'm getting text messages from friends watching saying that she is
faith,
definitely D. Let me know.
truth,
Drop a D if you think that
and
she's D,
service.
or just a T. Maybe she's tired and emotional. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget, smash the like button.
HU. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all. I thank you. I thank you.
So there you have it, you guys. The final speech of Kamala Harris. She has just conceded to Donald Trump, acknowledging that he has won the presidency of the United States. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you are glad to see this final speech of Kamala Harris, there she is with Tim Walz as they are leaving. This is it. That was her last speech, you guys. You just witnessed history here on the Steve Ram channel. Smash that like button, you guys, if you are looking forward to a Trump presidency and watching Kamala Harris and Tim Walz walk off into the distance. Don't forget to hit that like button. Now, We're going to be seeing where we go from here. There is a lot of things that we're hearing the United States needs fixed and repaired. Our borders, our policies, our economy, global conflict. There is just tons of things right now that people have vocalized with their voting over the course of the night that they want to see changed through the policies of Donald Trump. I will continue to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. And again, if you appreciate this, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I got to say, she definitely seemed a little bit out of sorts, but, you know, it was a long night. She's very emotional, probably tired, yet at the same time, a lot of people vocalizing might be something else. I had some friends messaging me that as well. But what can I say? You know, looking forward to what is going to be coming with the Trump presidency. And if you agree, drop that 47 in the comments. Donald Trump. We're going to be seeing, and like I said, here on the channel, I am not going anywhere. I'm going to be keeping you guys up to speed on everything as it unfolds, as we are watching history take place, you guys. And I'm seeing a lot of people saying what they think that she is at this time. But like I said, I'll keep you guys up to speed, as it has been a decisive victory for Donald Trump. Take a look. 292 now. We're hearing that he will potentially go well over 300. Nevada and Arizona leaning in his favor, along with Alaska still not called. She's still at 226. A decisive victory. The red wave coming through. Democrats, 44 seats in the Senate. Also 52 for the GOP taking the Senate, and also the House of Representatives. They have gained a seat. We are hearing that this could be a red wave. Republicans taking full control of the United States. So a massive, massive victory. I will continue to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. Smash that like button. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.